Y'all. So this video is interesting, okay? So I changed my camera battery and I forget to hit record. Then I do the third look and I think I talked about the end of the palette, but I never recorded the intro. So I guess I was just like, I'm done. So yeah, it's gonna be a little different. It's not gonna be bad, but it's just gonna be a little different. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So I am here with the beautiful Kryptein Cosmetics Violet Crazy palette. Oh my goodness, it is just really pretty. Violet plums. It's working for me. Y'all see the shimmers, okay? But before I get carried away, because this video is already a mess, let me just go ahead and introduce myself. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you're oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup, but please just call me Ash or Ashley. And eyeshadow is my jam. That is one of my most favorite things to talk about here on my channel. So I have the beautiful Violet Crazy palette by Kryptein Cosmetics. So I don't know if you've been noticing, but C Beauty has just been like taking over the game. They got the color stories, they got the formulas, they got the shimmers on lock, and I have been enjoying this. So Kryptein Cosmetics is a newer brand, and this is like their second, but they had two palettes released at one time. So they had Violet Crazy, and we also have the Atlantis palette. I haven't touched this one yet, but she's just equally as gorgeous, more cool tone. So, and I also feel like both of these palettes together are going to be a really cute combination. But I picked up both of them, and this is their second and third palette. The first palette they had was the Burnt Forest palette. I was really impressed by that particular formula. I was impressed by the shimmers, the mattes especially, and the same with this one. So I wanted to go ahead and pick up both of them. Now the pricing was really great because the pricing for the Violet Crazy is $59, and then the pricing for the Atlantis is $61. Don't ask me why there's a $2 difference. I could not even begin to tell you, but you got it in a bundle for about $100 or $108 for both of them, and the shipping was free. You didn't even have to use a code, so that is imperative because the shipping is usually about $14. It comes from China, so it does take about 2 weeks. This is not a pre-order, and the palettes at the moment look like they are still available on the Kryptein Cosmetics website. I do believe, I have to double check, I'll put it down like in here. I think that you can also pick up these products from the Look Healthy store, and I really do like them. They have a whole bunch of C Beauty. They carry like Shell We, the Naremi, like all of those beautiful palettes that have kind of been floating around. Check out the Look Healthy store. So Kryptein Cosmetics also has those beautiful clear palettes that you see a lot of people putting their Cleona shades in and doing like little palette mock-ups with that. They have like quads. I think they got like 6 and 9 pans and even larger. So they have been known for that. I do eventually want to pick up one of those. But we have the beautiful palette here, and they also sent over like a nice little loose pigment or a magnet. I don't know. It looks like it's a chat. I don't know. I have to look at it. I haven't had a chance to play with it. So, like I said, the brand is pretty much new. I did have good customer service when I ordered from the brand the first time with the Burnt Forest palette. And because they were so new and their PayPal account was just being set up, I forgot to put in the code, and she went ahead and refunded me basically out of her own pocket and just waited for PayPal to give her the money back because they were so small. Let's see, a few things about this palette. This palette is 1.3 grams and it's 12 pan, 26 magnetic pans. So if you're like a person that likes to mix and match and create your own palette, you're definitely going to be able to. It has 6 mattes, 4 multichromes, and 1 hollow multichrome, and 1 metallic shade that is glitter-like. And that particular shade is just a good old standard metallic shade, which is, no, I'm sorry, it would be Violet Crazy. I want to say it's Violet Crazy. Yes, it's a nice, just beautiful tone shade. So I am really into this palette. If you want to see the ingredients are on the list. It does contain things like mica, kaolin, silica, magnesium stearate, dimethicone, aluminum, and other trace items. So it tells everything basically on the website. As far as being cruelty free or vegan or anything like that, I did check around. I can't see anything at the time that would basically let me know. I do believe that they do sell in China. Let's see. Yeah, I think they do sell in China. So usually things that are sold in China, they're not tend to be vegan or cruel. Well, they could be vegan, but they're not tend to be cruelty free because they do make sure you have to have animal testing in order to sell for China. So as far as that, some of the the specifics about the brand, if you're wondering, are a little vague. I'm gonna try to reach out to the brand owner and see if she can give me any of those specifications. But I have 3 looks for you. I redid this look for you because it was the second look and I forgot to hit record. But I think the second time was definitely, it worked out for the better. And we're going to go ahead and create some looks. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. I got my eyebrows filled in using Old Faithful, the Goof Proof Pencil, shade 3.75 by Benefit Cosmetics. And my prior Holy Grail, which was the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Caffeine. They no longer sell this, but I found it in my drawer and it's still working and it's still plenty in there. So we're using it. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, I want to try something. So this shade Heartbeat, it's pretty, it's a dusty mauve, it shows up, but I want to see if we can get it a bit more oomph. This is the shade Heartbeat right here, and it blends out really nicely. The consistency is good, but I just want to see if we can amp it up. And I have these primers by DD Signature. So this is Barbie, so it's a pink primer. And if you don't pull it out, you won't use it. So let's see. I'm going to take a makeup remover because I already started, but I'm like, I want to try this. And I'm just going to give it, this is like the Neutrogena makeup remover. It's just, regular. Give it a little swipe. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. So we're good. Now, when I did the swatches of this, and let me just tell you something. First of all, this shade, I don't feel like the camera is doing it justice. It is so vibrant. It is so pretty. That is Fairy Tale. Oh, yeah, that's a perfect name. It is so vibrant. Yeah, it's insanely gorgeous in the inner corner. And so is the Violet Crazy shade. Beautiful, beautiful, just rose gold shade, okay? But like I said, my experience from using the primers before, and I did the whole demo, you can go and check it out. I feel like it kind of worked better over like a little tackier primer. These primers were a little bit more emollient. So I'm just going to Okay, just gonna put down a little bit more of that primer foundation. That's the same complexion as me. And the reason why I choose primers, if you don't know why, if you're maybe newer here, that are closer to my skin complexion, because some shadows can tend to be thinner. And I don't like when you can see the stark primers underneath. So I know like it's like, oh, just use a white. I don't like that. Or just use, you know, Urban Decay, what is it? Eden is very popular. I don't particularly care for that either, because a lot of times, sometimes, or just depending, and it's not like sometimes the shadows are bad, but you can just really see those primers underneath, and I like it to just look like blank. So this is the pink primer. It has a little hint of pink. And I'm just going to blend that out and change my camera battery apparently. All right, I am back, and here are the first two looks using the Violet Crazy palette, and they are really, really beautiful. Once again, I'm impressed by these shadows from Kryptein Cosmetics, and the shimmers are just stunning. So I talked to you a little bit about how this particular shimmer, that was the more iridescent shade, Fairy Tale, shows up. It is so vibrant. Like, I really just don't think that the camera is picking that up. Followed along with the Violet Crazy, the namesake of the palette. Really beautiful, just solid, what is it? More not like a satin, not even, well, maybe metallic. It still has a lot of shine and sparkle and a lot of smoothness to it. It's just like a deeper rose gold. Really, really pretty. And then once I went in, I just definitely feel like this Barbie primer from DD Signature really just elevated the look over here. If you can see, that shade was the mauve shade, which is Heartbeat, just blended out so nice over that primer. It definitely gave it a boost. And then jumping in with the Midnight shade, which is the nice deep purple, it definitely gave that boost. Versus like on this particular eye, it's there, but I mean, to be fair, I did go in with Affection at first, then I went on Heartbeat, and then here. So it's definitely going to be a little bit lighter in that particular corner, but it is so fun. Sometimes I just love when I don't swatch a palette. I really don't swatch palettes before showing you guys. I usually just go in and put the shades on my eye because a lot of times that is the most fun for me. But the shade, the one, it is gorgeous. It does have a little bit more texture to it, so you do have to be careful. It is a little bit flaky, so just pick up a little bit, and then you don't really have to warm it up too much on your finger, but I definitely use my glitter glue, and then go ahead and pat in. And that green shift is ever so slight, but there it is, a nice green shift. I like that we have Fallen Stars, a nice golden tone where it pops in and it picks up some of that green shift, so it's a nice complementary shade that you can't put in the inner corner other than just relying on Fairy Tale, because Fairy Tale, like if I was put this and Fairy Tale together, it would be pretty, but it wouldn't really give a contrast. And so the only thing I haven't used at the moment would be Time Machine. Oh, and Blossom definitely looks like our holochrome. But so far, I am really impressed. I think this is really, really beautiful. I mean, it's definitely giving mauve. The looks look similar, but you could definitely tell that there are different vibes to the look. So for my face details, I went in with the What's Up Beauty primer, and this is their Positivity Lightweight Hydrating Face Primer. I've been liking this, and it does hold up really nice. If you haven't checked out What's Up Beauty, they're super affordable, and all of their products are basically made, well, this was made in China, but usually like their eyeshadows, their brushes, and everything is usually made in Italy. But it's a nice, just hydrating primer that does kind of smooth you out also. And then I went in with the Urban Decay Face Bond foundation in the shade 30. This is a medium deep warm. This is like more of my summer shade at the moment. Followed it up with the the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. I have shade 11. And I took my little baby pink powder by Pat McGrath. Now, I also have some new products that my sister gave me, and it's from Black. She is Filipino, and she went to the Philippines. So this is my sister-in-law. So she went to the Philippines and she brought me back makeup from the Black brand. So it was BLK. I'm not sure of the pronunciation, but it's like a vegan-free, cruelty-free, just good skin products. And so I used, okay, so she gave me this little pencil. It was the pink pencil, nice pink pop. So I just put it like right there in the inner corner just to add a little something to it. As I also went in with my Pat McGrath Extreme Black Liner. And then I took, let's see, we have some blush. It's like so much stuff. It's a nice little blush duo. So we have a cream blush with the powder blush. And then I also went in with, you know, my oldie but goodie that I'm still just working on panning. This Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Knockout. This is a collaboration I have with Puma, but it's just like a nice peachy golden shade that I love so much. And let's see, for the lips, I took this lip stain. It was a lip tint. I almost like messed it up because I almost thought like it was a lip gloss, but it's a stain. So you just need a drop of it. And I took my Venom pencil by Urban Decay 24/7. So really pretty, really like how everything looks. So yeah, the face is hitting. Oh, and it had a spray. It has a setting spray. Nice hydrating SPF 40. Okay, so it's SPF 40, 3-in-1 makeup setting spray, hydrating mist. And their products look really affordable. I just Googled them. So this is supposed to be, yeah, no white cast, none given there. Sets makeup, hydrating, vegan, and cruelty free. The only thing I was like, the sprayer was really aggressive, but the mist felt nice on my face. So maybe it's just because it's the first time I was using it. And for my lashes, I went in with my Z-Gain lashes. I've really been loving these lashes. They're brown and the band is kind of black, but they're so flirty. They're so fun. They're a little bit lighter, but still very gives the drama at the same time. So this is the face. The eyeshadows are shadowing. I'm loving it. So let's go in with one more look. All right. So I'm here to do the second look for you guys because after I changed my battery, after I talked about the pink primer, I did not hit record. And I thought I hit record, but apparently when I hit record, because I thought I was stopping the record, I was just doing nothing for 4 minutes. So I'm here to do this video or do this look. And guess what? Didn't even film an intro. What the heck is wrong with me? So I'm going to go ahead and create the second look. I think it'll probably actually be a little bit better because you'll be able to see a little bit better versus having the first look on. So I'm going to shut up and we're going to get going. I'm back. This is the second look redone, and I'm actually glad that I redid it because you could definitely see the shift so much better from the purple, the green. I love it. It really came out really well. So the face details are actually different because this is like the same getup I have on in my Gargoyle video. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. So for the foundation, I have the Yummy Skin Foundation by Danessa Myricks. And then I took my contour stick from Sephora Collection. This is medium, medium to tan. And I went in with my concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel. Took my Pat McGrath Labs Cherish blush, you know, nice little pinky blush. It goes well with the look. And you see, I use her look. No, like the flower petal she's gone pretty much. You can see it's a little indentation there, and an old school, like back in the day, late teens product from Galactic. And this is just a nice kind of lavender-ish highlighter. Took my eye pencil. This is going to be, I want to say this is Acting Up, the purple one from ColourPop Cosmetics, the multi-chrome gel cream liners. I really love these things if you guys have been around. And then for my lips, I took Venom by Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil and paired it with my Dow Face liquid cream matte from Blend Buddy Cosmetics. And I do have a code with Blend Buddy. It's Dr. Ash, and I love these, okay? So these are the face details, and I just have on some lashes. These are from the Z-Gain. These are, okay, this says natural lashes. This is what it looks like. My cousin gave me this. I just cut down the sides or the ends of it, cut off like a little cluster, and then make sure they were kind of trimmed in the front so the band wouldn't bother me. But I really do like these lashes. This is the same brand that I use for those brown lashes that I've been wearing. But the look came out absolutely gorgeous. I see more green shift on this side. I feel like I barely even see a green shift on this side. I don't know. I see it now when I turn here, but it's very prominent here. But I did kind of pick up a lot. Now, this particular shade, which is the one, is a little bit more flakier. So it does, it's a little thicker in texture. So be careful not to pick up too much because you'll have a little fallout. I did have a little fallout. It swept away pretty easily, but like I said, it is a little thicker, so just go ahead, put your glitter glue down, pat it in. Don't pat too much so you don't take away from the shine, and just kind of go over as needed, but really beautiful. I think you couldn't really get the gist of the look before. And proof is in the pudding. We love the Barbie primer by Dee Dee's Signature. Really amped up that mauve shade. It also helped boost the purple shade. So the mauve shade was Heartbeat, and then we have Midnight. So that was like the whole point of me starting over in the first place, because I wanted to use this pink primer to see. Now I do, like I said before, I did put it over my regular primer because this is a little bit too emollient for me to just wear it by itself, but it doesn't make it too thick, but it definitely helped boost that shade. So I hope you like the look, and thanks for sticking with me. And this video's been all over the place, but I'll see y'all soon on the other side of whatever is coming on the other side of this. am back, and here is the third and final look. It is so beautiful, and I just love how smoky and monochromatic, but you can see the definition of colors came out. For this particular look, I went in with a different ColourPop pencil. This is one of their cream gel liners in the multi-chrome format, and this is called Pixie. So I could actually read this one because, yeah, all the other ones for the most part, I can't read. So it's kind of like a pinky purple multi-chrome. So I thought that would be a nice pop. Now, normally I would go ahead and use my NYX glitter glue, but for some reason I was like, let me just try and see how this applied without the glitter glue. I think it looks really nice. This is the multi-chrome shade, the only one. Well, no, I'm sorry. This is the hollow chrome. Yeah, because there's only one hollow chrome shade in the palette. And I like how it's a fine hollow chrome and not like the particles are super big and everywhere. So it looks just really nice and smooth on the eyes. That is the shade Blossom. So I didn't use the glitter glue because I wanted to see how it looked. And I've really been done with my shadow probably like 30 minutes. I've just been kind of fumbling around. And if you can see, I have some separation and some fading right here in the crease. So this is why I really kind of like to put on the glitter glue. So you just kind of have to do what's right for your eyes. So for me, that's why it's like I always use the glitter glue. But does it look good without it? Yes. Do I think it would be a little bit more amped up if I did use the glitter glue? Yes. So let's go ahead and talk about the Violet Crazy palette. I just really like this palette. I was checking the price again. It's $59. And I love the packaging with the red and the vibrancy of it. I love how sleek it looks. And I've really been enjoying Kryptein Cosmetics. They're so new. I know they're known a lot for their magnetic palettes, their clear ones. A lot of times people put like their Cleona shades in there, but their shadows are really nice. Their mattes are really nice. And I kind of just slipped here because I don't know. When I looked at this shade, I just saw a darker shade, but for some reason my mind didn't read gray. And y'all know I love a gray matte, but it paired nice in the crease or in the outer corner along with the shade Midnight, just to kind of give it a little extra smokiness. But I was like, y'all know I love a gray matte. So basically I touched everything in the palette but this one. I know it's going to be a little bit lighter, but I do like you have those options there if you don't want to go in with a plum or some type of, mauve matte to start your look off with. I love how the shadows perform. Everything is really nice. You have some nice crystallized shades. You have like the multi-chromes, you have the hollow chrome, you have that one glitter-like shimmer, but it's not, it's really smooth. The palette is just formulated really nice, and I'm excited to play around with it. I mean, the purples are really, really pretty, and I think that even though the shades are somewhat similar in some regard as far as maybe the shimmer shades, you do definitely get totally different looks, so it's not like you're just putting on shadows where it's like, okay, I'm gonna have the same look. I do think that you kind of need to be careful when you're sometimes applying like your inner corner shade, so you're not sure you have like a little pop versus like putting, I don't know, this and this. I mean, that probably will work together, to be honest. But sometimes you're just looking for that separation of color. But the mattes are really, really nice. They're really smoky. I think you can do warm and cool with this palette, which makes it nice. So I am really liking it. I'm really glad that I went ahead and purchased this. Because once I saw it release, I just love my Burnt Forest palette so much. I was like, yes, I'm super interested. So I'm curious, like, what else they have out with this sleeve. Like, once again, I did mention that I purchased this particular palette, and like the bundle deal was so good between the two. So like 2 high quality palettes, I want to say it was about $100. It's like $104. The shipping was free from China. And it did take about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to get here, but they shipped them out fast. If you're still interested in the palette, they are still available. So they are in stock and ready to ship. And they have good customer service, because the last time I had like a little issue with the code or something, I forgot the code, and the lady just went ahead and refunded me out of her own pocket. And she was like, I'll get it back from PayPal on them, but here's your money. And I was just like, oh, well, thank you. So let me know if you're going to pick up this palette or if you picked it up. Let me know what your favorite look is. This is my favorite look. But I also like the second look. That's my second favorite. But this, I love how smoky and cool tone, and it has like that little pop of warmth when your eye kind of just catches the light with the hollow chrome. So, but it's really beautiful, and it's just, the matte situation is really pretty here. And I love the matte situation, how we amped it up with the Barbie primer from DD's Signature, but gorgeous. I'm here for it. So leave me a comment down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be soon. And subscribe to my channel, because I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And with that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Check this. All right, y'all. Bye.